This is the first time I've played this game using this camera. Mind you, the second camera at the moment is rubbish. For some reason it's not picking up the light over there. But, welcome back to Civilization 4. The problem I have is at the moment I'm not really playing into Civ. I haven't been this year, to be fair. But I am competitive and I am determined and I want to win my first ever game of Prince at the first attempt. I have got oil finally at long last, so my destroyers are... they exist. We've got caravels and stuff. Not quite sure where in the game we are, haven't checked it for so long. No one's built anything in space race, but I'm losing in the culture standings. So in terms of that, Egypt is winning. I'm winning on domination. Conquest is impossible, as I say every game. Time, it never gets to that point, but if it was, I am winning that. Spy points needed, culture needed. I don't know if there are many things left. The main problem I have is 40%. Mind you, I could get it. No, I can't. Yeah, not for long anyway. 10 turns or so. Now, what are the computer's first moves? Because if the spy points are high enough for most of them, so I can see what they're researching, but not the two that are most important. Well, Archipelago is culture, and he can't really do much to change that at this point. Culture is something you build up early game, and then it gets higher and higher. University, Middleburg, which is over there. That took a while. Sure. Absolutely not. You always have to be so careful. You can never let your guard down with this game. Cannot build nuclear weapons, so there's still none. Like we've never seen them. Attack submarine, we've never seen. We don't have many of those, so why not? Ooh, I say I needed great artist. I needed that. The question is which city needs it the most. The hack has 22,000, and at its current rate, it's going to take 1,733 turns. Yes. I wanted to go up by 2, I don't know why it wasn't doing that before, so I need to manage my cities a little bit better right now. And that's where the culture is good there. I mean, sometimes I may have to sacrifice the grove to get the artist going. I mean, let's see what happens if I do take one off. Yeah, it shaves off 200 turns. And it's adding to stuff here. No, I'll do that. But I will take the great artist there, though. I mean, the rate's not high. 73, that's not good enough. But if I can get great artists from somewhere, because sometimes you can research something and get a free great person from it. Yeah, see, that's not shaved as much time as I would have doing that. So... and also got some infantries being built everywhere with the hold, alt and select button on the capital, so every city is making them currently. Yeah, I'm taking the chance there. I am changing... no, I'm not. I can't really go anywhere there. The problem I have is I can have both. Yeah, okay. So it's still growing, but the culture is still a big thing, so yeah. That's a good thing to think about. I've got a bomber, which any aeroplane you can take anywhere at any time, so that's useful. My recent filmings were very, very quiet, so I've got to really stretch and sit like this. Yeah, video camera option may not last too much longer for me anyway. Now that's an interesting one. I don't have infantry yet. Ragnar's a vassal, but he'll probably give that to someone else after that. I think I'll take it. And it's with a friend as well.
You can have the Model T in any color, so long as it's black.
In any colour, as long as it's black. Kettle black? Factory. Plus 50% hammers, but very sick, and even more sick if you have oil or coal, so that's not good. Not good for health, so you've got to be very careful with that. Pentagon is great though, but it's probably already been built since it's been so long. I need to check though, for sure. Doesn't give you culture though. Nope, it's already been. Whoa. Yo, 59. Like, I've got to look through my cities to see which one's the best place for it. 59, 88. Don't have aluminium yet. 370. 229. 178. And just got to look through these. Anywhere that looks good. 127. 146. So if you go look at that hammer number. Not there. 55, 22, 11. What? Whoa, 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 hold on. What's going on there? Yeah, perhaps get the growth still going. Things aren't going well there. It's really... Why are there not many good hammer spots? I've been trying to get them working throughout the game. I guess it has to be there then. Also got to find aluminium. How do I do that? Which research do I need for that? I believe I know which one it is, but... that one. I'll go for satellites first though. And then I'll go for it after that. Yep. Okay. So plastics will be my next port of call after that. And I'm building a some infantry in every city because they plan on staying there. Since it's the sort of map where any city could be targeted at any time. And that's the thing about this particular map type. So it's not like the other ones where some places are relatively safe. Oh yeah, I can have infantries now. I need money first to upgrade them. I don't think they'd have that much. At least he was willing to give that without me giving anything back. In this game you do have to think on those terms, unfortunately. In real life I'm not so fussed about money. Alexander. 60, he'll always give me that. I'm not getting very much though, that's the problem I currently have. Yeah, Ragnar has none. Isabella! We're just basically recapping who the people are in the game. Yeah, unfortunately there was no other way. If I was going to get that money I was not going to give her a tech for it. Not enough from Zhao. Elizabeth, come on. Load the game please. No, why does no one have any money? I must have done it like right at the end of the last episode and just didn't remember doing it. 190. But I can't get it for nothing. I don't know what the conditions are there for that. 410 for him. Fishing, since it's pretty much worthless. Picking and choosing very carefully. He's pleased with me now, which is, again, I'm very surprised at. I suppose I can give him medicine. Radio's not something I want to give him. Give him a ultra mega naval unit. Do you want to give me that? Yeah, thank you. Actually, so these two are annoyed at me, or not happy with me anyway. There's no way I'm going to be able to get that. And then it's just Brennus left, who has been a thorn in my side. But he's not quite so good technologically. So there are 40 infantry around, and I've upgraded 8 of them. So, yeah. 200 is easy to work out when I'm got a good brain for simple maths, such as multiplying. 200 is easy. You can just split it up to multiplying by 2 and then 100. Just do it all in your head. Was that one over there upgraded? I'm looking for it. Yes, it was. So that one can be upgraded. Because if it's just one infantry on his own, then it's surely a good idea to get him upgraded. Well, mind you, he's not upgraded. You know what I'm like about old units? I don't like keeping them. And that army's always prepared. So I need them at the ready. I haven't got any artillery, which is slightly worrying if I do get attacked or need to attack somebody. I'm also going to be there to take a risk, because that's the nature of this game. What takes the most risk is most likely to go on and win it. So most of this episode is going to be spent making SAM infantries. And hopefully getting satellites done as soon as. It's already been 10 minutes. Yep, bomb is also being made in some places. Banks, that will help with the money issue right now. There's pretty much no city on the planet that's safe for me. Tiwanaku is like the most safe place. The most inland place. Defensive pact, again you look at the top, there are key things happening. I suppose Saladin's a bit far back at the moment, but the thing I've learnt with this game is just don't write anybody off. Apart from the people at the very bottom, but even then they can make a difference. Yeah, they'll get extra experience. I need to remember what... Yeah, civics. Theocracy. The +2 experience points for cities with Confucianism. That's why I get this second promotion. And the direct to get that second bonus because it's vitally important. It can be vitally important in periods of war, so, you know, it helps. Wayne Kapak. Still at 1800 despite me chopping him down, and his research is still going pretty well. And also what I need to think about is researching something different. The problem is they're going for industrialism, pretty much everyone. And they're not going to give it to me, so I may have to follow the crowd. And even then, it's still 19 turns before I can do it. Hannibal's done it! Uh-oh. A key moment in the game. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. Problem is attacking anybody in this game is just going to be tough because of the moving them across the ocean. One of my bonus episodes where I got a guy to many hundreds of experience, the gunship. The act of doing that was always very tough, and it wasn't even as difficult a map as this. Yeah, I'm okay with that for now. Since uranium's not that useful at the moment. I'm not giving you that, sadly. I know you're less happy with me. Well, you've got those two things. Aluminium, yeah. They are going to be find building spaceship parts a lot easier now. Oh, Elizabeth, see, she's like half my score, and yet she's in a better position in the game, really, in terms of winning a win. Trouble is, look, they don't have much land, so it could be very easy to just chop them down, even just a little bit. I mean, the higher in the rankings you are, the harder you are to be chopped down. Yes, that made total sense. Any person new to my channel will just turn around or go backwards to the previous screen they were on. But this guy's not for me. He makes no sense. Mind you, I don't plan commentary for my episodes mainly because the act of doing that, it would pretty much make no difference because I can never think of anything to talk about. Anyway, yep, it's just that one left. It's nearly at its highest growth level, so that's pretty good. Only 28 turns until that happens. Oh yeah, I need to work out a place to build factories. That was a thing that I've got. And since the yeah, I could probably do that. But first, factory. Where's the factory? Yeah, it's there. It's like just 10 turns. Hospital. Aqueduct. So that more than makes up for it. And it'll mean the Apollo program gets done faster afterwards, but it's still 22 turns added. I need to, yeah, think places like this where the population won't go up, so unhealthiness won't go up. And yeah, I've ignored quite a lot of these. But Aqueduct won't take too long now. Put the dry dock first since it's nearly finished. Granule's not necessary at this point. And what about there? It's probably not necessary there, and I do need a boost in terms of those. That's probably 58 turns. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do that. They'll probably put it at the end of the queue. And even then, by then, it'll be too late. Yeah, after those, yep. It's basically lots of planning. 27. Hospital, but put aqueduct first. So what's good to do at the moment? Yeah, factories anywhere. Since that's not grown, that's probably a good thing to add. And it's out of the way, so you wouldn't suspect it. It would be less likely to be attacked there. Yep. the Duke thing, not the Dukes. What are they called? Dike. Well, I was actually close. But the dikes are very, very valuable. So 20 turns, and then we're basically doing that for most of the game. Yeah, that will never be too far down in the list. But just in case, I'll queue an aqueduct. I'm surprised at the lack of aqueducts I've built in this game. Yeah, perhaps not going to be able to build one there, to be honest. Still, could be worse, I suppose. And probably not there either. And I know it's going to be a lot of just that. I'm definitely not, yeah, not worth it. Okay, that one does have a surprising aqueduct, but factory after the hospital, just in case it does get a bit sick there. Yep. Yeah, it's just lots of planning for that. Now, soon we'll be going to the Incan cities, and those would be useful to build these on. And those are the places I've got to focus on doing it in. 38, surprising. Yeah, well, add that, and the dike will add a lot to that. Intelligence agency, I'm trying to build those too. Wait, did I skip one? No, I didn't. So factory there, that's good. And it's not going to grow much more. Well, I've got aqueduct to go after that, that will help. Looking at that number will always be a key thing. Well, it's not even got a forge there. You know what, I'll do that first after the fighter, since there's only 4 turns to go there. So you just gotta look round closely and carefully. 24. Any decent number, that like there for example. But first build a hospital just simply because of that number's a little close for comfort. So yeah. That's a good great person right there, I suppose. Well, Inca have got the cities way too close together, so they don't have enough spots around. They have to share them in some cases. By sharing, I mean one city has it or the other. Yeah. Arches are only useful on borders or when you're trying to go for the greater, for the victory, culture victory. So fighter first, there's only 1 turn. Fighter's probably more useful than SAM infantry. So I finally got that done, and that was 19 minutes. The time is slightly harder to say on this new camcorder, so maybe it's just Civ 4 that's done that to me. You're just going to be careful in not He's made it a religion now. That may have influenced stuff because he may not have less friends now, but it's more done that with us too. But yeah, he's gone for theocracy, so he's got a new civic that he's agreeing with me on based on. Shall I just try that with someone else? I mean, he's already got a religion, so perhaps that won't work. Yeah, that would go against everything we stand for. Would it, indeed? So someone I'm pleased with, that would have to be... No, not for flight, no chance of that. Who shall we betray and destroy today? Yeah, I saw that. So Foxy, what for that? Mass media? Yeah, sure. Anyone else who could make a big difference? No. Yeah. Don't agree with that. Anyone who's actually a threat. I mean, I just done it with Ragnar, so yeah, I think that was it there. You've just got to look at any little detail. You have to be so familiar with this game and everything you can do to make that work. Copper, not useful. Only from hammers. You get extra hammers now, so that's 5 there. And that's 6, so that's probably added 2 to that, because Grassland has 1 less than the Plains Hill, so that's added 2 more. That's good for Cassite. Actually, which city does have that? Yep, that one has it, because that one could have it too. I could click on it and they would have it instead. I mean, a dike is the most useful thing there. I don't know why we're not doing that. If we want hammers, where the heck is it? I just selected the darn thing. There it is. But first, SM infantry and a fighter, and a lighthouse rather. I need that, of course. Go a great scientist instead of a spy there. Although being on the border, I'll go for that instead. So that's the plan there. Always going to be looking at anyone that's close to borders, sort culture out. And if your research is not going well, go for research or gold, because then you can get the research rate up higher. No chance. So bombers that can be taken anywhere, anytime. So can the fighters. But the fighters are on guard, as you can see. In pretty much every city now. Grenadiers. How many grenadiers do I have left? A lot. Make a few machine guns, I suppose. Keep it safe, even though that's part of the board. That's not actually Incas there. Probably this is like two units there. That's it used to be connected to its territory, but not anymore. I don't like the Egyptians, but they are a threat. So I'm sorry if we've damaged our friendship a bit there. Perhaps not a reasonable assumption. The SAM infantries are piling up. We've got a few more machine guns, perhaps not in the place we needed them. We've got quite a lot on our main original island there, so if that's attacked there shouldn't be too many problems. Don't have many cavalry at all, which is rather terrifying. Yes. Can't attack too many people with no cavalry, because they can move so fast. Yeah, machine gun there, that's useful. Just need a few railways there now. Actually, I'm going to select that guy just on the basis that next turn we can upgrade him. Perhaps that may not be needed, that city, but sure. And if you have questions on anything in this game, put it in the comments. This is a good game for comments to ask about stuff in the game. So if you do want to know about stuff in this game, wow, that's not been upgraded. That's awkward. So if you have any queries about this game, put it in the comments and I'll most likely be able to answer it. So as long as it's about playing the game, then you'll be able to... Oh, I'm surprised I didn't already select it for that one. What's the... Oh yeah, no chance of that there. Yeah, probably build a coal plant too, but you need factory first. Yeah, so we're building places that can have a much better hammer rate. Plus 50% is a big amount, so no spy points. Anything that helps, well that helps that, but I'll do that instead. 132 turns until next great person. When's the next great person? It's not going to end up as an even number, and I make a big deal with that, so yeah. I don't know why I keep doing that in this game, it's just a great noise, I suppose. Make it a workshop, I lose a bit of money, but I get the one growth, or lose the one growth. Yeah, I was very surprised that was crashed. Yeah, still in the game, so that's the first time I've seen one of Frederick's boats around. I can't really use them unless I put a city there, which there's little point. No, not really. There was a city there, but I decided to get rid of it because I thought back then it wasn't useful. I think most of my boats are upgraded, so it's literally just upgrading land units right now. Making sure I can get the Apollo program done soon. I do have this at my disposal. The problem is I don't really have that many friends. Emancipation, environmentalism, I'll go for that and see what they think. Coal, that's useful. Maybe not for your health, but how many do I have? I have 4 already, so perhaps not a big deal. It does add extra hammers, and that's good because it's one of my second city. It's one of my original ones. So my two mines there both got something going. That's been there pretty much the whole game, I believe. Yeah, I thought those were finished. I captured that just because it founded a religion. The problem is I can't really build the holy building for it unless I get a great profit. Oh yeah, I didn't check when's my next great person. 120, 131. Wow, that's not good. I did just get one, so that obviously an explanation for that. But and it's likely to be a great artist as well, because it's in a city where I'm trying to get my culture rate up high. If I'm going to get the culture, I'd have to have that at higher than 0% quite early on in the game, but I never take the chance. Yeah, 3 people, yeah, below that, not having this. I have a few of those still. So that's probably what I'll upgrade next. Mind you, there's Grenadiers still there. Uh-oh, Quincy hang at war with Hatshepsut. Sut. That's a good thing. It happened a few episodes ago, that I do remember for sure. But yeah, it's something that needs to happen and needs to happen fast. Yeah, I need a courthouse there. I was not thinking about that. Now it's at 19 and it still has the courthouse. Well, mind you, it has a corporation there, that's why. That's why you have to become spreading them, because you never get the opportunity to. You have to be so careful. Yeah, growth's going higher. Wall Street. Where can I build Wall Street? I've probably been thinking about this for episodes now, but the hack is where I want to do it. The problem I have is hammers there. Yeah, bank. It needs the bank first. It's going to be a while before I can build Wall Street, which could really help. It's prioritising. I'm not really good at prioritising in anywhere in life, but here, it's probably what's stopping me from being a master at prints right now. And it's been 29 minutes. Thank you for watching this episode. Hopefully no more blurred episodes like the 2 I had to remove earlier in this series. We'll see you guys next episode.